next game we're gonna play is Darkball.
Darkball.
So
Is it?
we could be playing games all day. I think um, if you could load Darkball onto all 18. So the
Okay.
thing about Flip Bet is if you're playing with, like, I usually want to play with the amount of, I want the score to be double the amount that I'm playing with, right? So if you're playing with all 18, plus 18 times 2, 36, then I'd be playing up to 36. You
No,
know
I
what I
don't do
mean?
math. No, 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 that's not me.
If you're playing Flip Bet with just 6 blinks, we'll adjust the rules and just have it be game up to 12. You know what I mean? So since we play with 12, we play up to 4. And obviously, the beauty of having 18 blinks is like you can play a full game of Flip Bet with 12, and then someone else could be playing puzzle on the side. You know what I mean?
Also, you can have like a couple of people play with these things.
Yeah, you can have everybody entertained. So Dark Ball is, so you know how like we played a version of Whack-A, right? We played puzzle. You know, I told you about Alchemash, which is Candy Crush coming out on Tuesday. This game is Pong. So we're about to play Pong right now. And this is my first time ever teaching someone how to play the game. I apologize if we we're both like figuring it out together in terms of just like how I can get you to set it up properly. But if you can do me a favor and if you can kind of make a circle with the blinks. So if you can help put like most of the pieces to the side and just like maybe take like 7 pieces and make a circle with them, like with a hole in the middle too. I think this would be a good way to start. Actually, like a circle would just, so if you took that piece in the middle out,
He doesn't like it. It's getting upset at me.
in terms of the focus, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh
I'm
no, wait.
sure.
What's? I don't know what's going on with the focus. Why aren't you Oh, maybe it's because there's not enough light. There you go. Va bene.
Awesome. So now we have a circle, right? And you'll see why I create the circle in just a second. This game is ideally, there's no limit to how many people can play this game. And whenever I say that about blinks, ideally you want to play it with 4 to 6 people. But I'm teaching you how to play a one-player version. Explain how you can play it with your husband version. You know? So this
I
is
have
how
to
you
get
play
really good
Pong
before I let him play with me.
which I guess is more like asteroids or something like that. But now what you can do is if you can take like 6 blinks from the cluster and make a line and attach it to the circle so that it's like a lollipop. You know what I mean?
6 of them. Lollipop, lollipop, lollipop. Boom, boom, boom.
So the interesting thing about this game, 6 actually.
But it looks all weird.
Can we do and if instead of putting it in the angle, if you can like, it kind of doesn't matter where you do it. Instead of 6, can we do like 4? By the way, 6 might be a little too aggressive. Like just a branch of 4 sticking out, just so that we can keep everything in the camera. Awesome, and that's pretty good. Like as long as it's sticking out, that's fine. Whether if it's stick like attached at an angle or attached like that, just so it's touching one blink instead of 2. Whichever one you think looks better, I'm totally cool with. So now the way that we play, right? So this is our version of Pong. Whenever there's a piece on the end, it automatically turns into a paddle, right? So this was one of our most recent games where like before you kind of had to like change the states of the pieces you're playing with, but now like the game is like our games are getting sophisticated so that they automatically they're in and stuff like that. This game's pretty crazy. One of our newer games. So for this game, when you click it, you're going to, right, basically a ball of like dark energy, and it's going to go around the circle and it's going to you. And when it comes back to your paddle, basically the closer you click, so the closer the ball gets to your paddle, if you react in time and hit it, you're going to send it back super fast. The further away it is from your paddle when you hit it within a certain amount, because obviously you can still miss it, the further away the ball is, like if the ball is just at the edge of your strike zone, and you'll get used to understanding when you can hit the ball back or not after you play like once or twice, you're going to send the ball back really, really slow.
Okay.
So then, like if you're playing by yourself, you're trying to stay alive as much as you can, and also practice like sending it back fast versus sending it back slow. If you're playing against someone else, kind of like tennis in the sense that like Serena Williams doesn't always hit it fast. Sometimes she'll hit it really fast, like draw you up or something like that, like draw you to the side, and then she'll hit it another way.
But if
Or
I'm playing with somebody else, do I make another line on the other side for them?
Exactly. And the cool thing is the ball may stick to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to play. And so click the green piece, click your paddle, and you'll send the ball.
What just happened?
Oh, so instead of going around the circle, it came back to you before it went around the circle. So you got to really... And when the ball... And so this game, the strike zone is really... when the ball comes back, before it hits... So when it's on the final piece, that's kind of when you want to hit it back. You don't want to fully absorb the dark ball. So if you also look at your piece, you realize that you've taken 2 damage.
Oh, that's what that is. That's rude. It played me on the first. Like, I just started, Blinks. Could you not, bro? So I hit it. Now I got 3.
So the reaction time on this game, this is...
I don't understand.
Before you master it. Like, you understand the rules, but the reaction time for this game is like higher dimensional Pong.
If you don't come back, bring your buns.
You see how I was playing with you? It lulled you to sleep. That's the equivalent of playing against, like, I don't know, like Steph Curry, and like you're just paying attention to the dribbles and everything.
Basketball references. This is ridiculous. I feel like I've been pressing it. Maybe I'm not pressing it on time.
Once you get used to the time, then you start to get the hang of it. You definitely want to hit it when it's on kind of like the last piece. Boom. You just sent it back.
It started over because
So what happened was you sent it back really fast because you pressed it at the perfect time. And you kind of weren't ready for how fast the speed changed, right? But you can control the speed of how fast you hit the ball based on how late you hit it. You know what I mean? Okay, so you hit it back really fast. So if you hit it really late, you send it back fast. If you hit it too early, you send it back super slow. And if you hit it way too early, then you just miss it, take damage. You feel me?
I hate that it goes 3, and then like that's so disrespectful when it just like fakes me out.
So
like
one
that.
thing you can do is, instead of having it be at the angle, adjust the lollipop so it's like straightforward, you know. So it's just the branch is just coming out of one piece, because then it will do less crazy stuff at the intersection of those 3 pieces. You know what I mean?
No.
So
Wait.
what I would do is, can you remove the 4 pieces that you added to the circle?
Remove the 4 pieces? This.
Yeah, so just the stick that you added to the circle, just separate it again, and now reattach it, but reattach it in such a way that instead of touching 2 pieces, it's just touching 1 piece of circle. So it's just
I
coming
see.
out.
No, wait, what? No. No.
No, you're getting there. So just kind of move it to the left 1.
Like that.
Boom, just like that. Yeah.
Why
So
am I?
playing it like
Yo. This is what happens when you don't eat breakfast, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I definitely want.
No. It's not you that I have. I'm supposed to wait, but that's a conversation for another day. So I can get started like this, and this will make it easier.
This will make it easier, and like we're kind of getting to the point of Blinks where I don't want to get too deep into this, but like depending on how creative you can get, you can have a different experience on creating the type of experience you want for the game. So this time, it'll rotate. It won't be as crazy. Like it'll just either rotate around the ball back right away. So let's play it now and see how the experience changes.
No breakfast and no coffee? I don't have coffee first thing in the morning. I have coffee in the afternoon.
Okay, after you. Sometimes I be getting that's why I start siestaing. Trying to take like a 20-minute nap after. So you see how now you're getting the hang of it a little better?
Yes.
Aggressive.
No, farts. Wait, what was that?
I think you pressed it twice and took damage, and then. So now you're getting the hang of just sending the ball back.
I have to like.
I'm
like looking at the camera.
That you want. What'd you say?
I'm looking at the camera instead of looking down at the blinks.
It looks really nice on the camera. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I lost.
So this is the one-player version. The other thing I want to do is put it like, so get all 18 blanks and put it in like the craziest formation you can think of. And then what we'll do is you're going to play like one hand.
Wait, but they're sleeping.
Honestly, if you can't fit all 18 blanks into the camera, that's fine. Maybe we'll just do 12 or something like that. Put it into like a really crazy like, and then we'll see how crazy Darkball gets when you're playing with 2 players on a really crazy thing. But ideally, what you can do is you can have a circle, and you can have like 4 branches coming out of that circle, and then that's a really fun way to play Darkball. Like 4 people, you can play with as many people pieces.
So this is the shape that I have. I just picked up the camera.
Awesome. So send the Darkball, and then ideally, the only thing I would do is the 2. I would kind of make that into a thing. So now if you're playing with other people, you're currently playing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would make that into a branch so that there is exactly. So now this is the 4-player version, right? This is, and you just assemble that really easily. You can, if you had like, mathematically, I'm not sure the limit, but if you had
the limit does not exist.
Well, I'm not sure what the limit is with blanks. I mean, but there is no limit to how many people can play depending on how many pieces you have, because then it's just a matter of, as long as there's one branch, you can add another player to the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see, like when you send your ball, it'll go player 2.
I see. Okay, hold on a second. Microphone. I don't want to
so
hit
if you want, one thing you can do is if you were to take 2 players away by closing a loop on like the top left side, then you can have one finger play one and the other finger play the other.
It's just so fast.
Oh, someone said you get caught up in the crossfire. So this is like, so you're starting to see how things come together when you play. Even though obviously, like, I showed you how to play the 1-player version, I just want to see how. And Darkball is a really amazing game in this. You want to, based on the way you want to set up the board. Oh, and the reason why, so one of the paddles has the ball. So you have to keep track of which paddle has the ball on it.
Snap.
Which is totally fine. Which you might have to reset it, which is cool. If you remove a paddle and put it back on, so if you remove a paddle and put it back on, it should get the ball back.
Nope, I biffed it. It.
I think you have to make a new paddle by like switching, by putting a brand new fresh piece at the end. And then that one can send the ball. So that's how you can get the ball back if you reset it.
Look at that.
So I want to teach you one more thing with Darkball.
Yes.
Some of our games are open architecture in the sense that you don't have to play the game as intended. So can you make a circle with 7 blanks again, but this time with no branch?
Yes. Circle with 7 blanks. 3. Oh wait, with nothing in the middle?
With nothing in the middle. What we're going to make is we're going to Darkball with track.
Dark ball with K?
A dark ball racetrack.
Okay.
So this is a way to play dark ball that is, I guess, not in the rule book at all. A lot of our games have rules in the same way that Wham has that piano version where your left hand does. We don't put that in our rule book, but people discover that on their own the more that they play. They realize, and we don't want to encourage people to play the way that we do because people are coming up with their own rules every single day. And we want to hear what people are coming up with and not just tell them what we came up with and force people to play our way. That's what we love about Blinks is there are different ways to play depending on that person. It really kind of brings out the diverse background and ways of thought of everyone. So this is one of those secret rules or paper rules. And what we're going to try to do is you're going to take one piece and make it a branch so that it becomes a paddle, right? So just one piece, put it on the circle and have it branch out like a lollipop. But no, you're actually going to take an extra piece and then put it on the circle. Now what you're going to do is you're going to send the ball.
Send the ball where?
You're going to click your paddle to send the ball around, but you're going to remove it before it comes back to you. Now remove that piece after you send the ball.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Was it wrong?
Oh, so you almost did it in time. Definitely want to do it quick. So it seems like you have to reset the ball. So
get another piece.
Yep. There are different ways to reset the ball, but that's definitely the easiest. So now you have a dark ball racetrack where you have the ball going around forever. And with this mechanic, you can do a lot of crazy stuff in terms of how many balls can you get going around in the circle and seeing if one catches up to the other one based on the speeds that you send it. So this is going to be pretty tough. And it's way easier the bigger your circle is, right? And I could have definitely made it easier by telling you to make a bigger circle. But let's see if we can get two dark balls circling each other in parallel. So what you're gonna have to do, like, really attach the piece, click it, and remove it, and like all within like a tenth of a second, and then see if you can get a second dark ball circling. Maybe one dark ball might eat the other.
Attach a piece like a lollipop?
Yep, just like so. Just how you sent the dark ball going forever, attach it, send the ball, and remove it really fast, and see if we can get two dark balls circling. It's gonna be tough.
I'm adding this piece like a lollipop back in.
And then you click it to send another ball, and then you remove it.
But what if it goes in this piece and I lose something?
Then it means you didn't do it fast enough.
Okay.
What we're trying to do is send two dark balls going. So what happened was as soon as you added the piece, the ball circled around and went into the piece that you added before you removed it. And I think this might be too tough to do with a circle of 6. Let's see if we can make our circle into an oval. Maybe an oval of like 12 or something like that, and see if we can get a bigger racetrack so that we can, just like how I started to do with group therapy with 12, this may be as mean as that.
How do I make it go the other way?
Oh, great question. So the thing is, one thing I may not have been clear about is when you want to send a second dark ball, you actually did send the second ball. We did get 2 for a second. It's easier to do with a brand new. So if you have 2 brand new pieces, one piece sends one ball, the other piece sends the other ball. But you did successfully get 2 going.
That's right.
And it randomly sent in a different direction. So one dark ball. But this game is obviously a different version of dark ball that's extremely difficult. And people, there are many games that you don't have to play it as intended.
Wait, where'd you go? Okay, there you are.
The dark ball kind of just got, I don't know if it got bigger, but
it did.
So just feeding the dark ball is a game enough.
Feed the ball.
Feed the dark ball. I don't know if that's and then there are different ways to play, right? Like sometimes I play with like 3 lines, like me versus someone else, and we're trying to keep all the dark balls alive.
Damn it.
So I think what might happen is this circle might be too small to send 2 dark balls and keep them both alive.
So we need a bigger circle. But
And the math on making circles can be a little weird. I haven't mastered
yeah.
it, but then this would be kind of perfect. And then you with more pieces. And obviously, if you only have 6 pieces, you can't do crazy stuff with Darkball like this. So we sell Darkball to people only who have at least like 6 pieces. So then this Darkball will bring you up to 12. But ideally, if you have 18 pieces and you have Darkball, then you can do some really crazy stuff with like 4-player and stuff like that. So now it's going to be way easier to send 2 Dark and get a fresh piece in there. Because I think that paddle has no more dark.
This paddle?
Yeah. So get an extra piece, and then I think that's always the easiest way to get a.
What? Get it.
That's crazy. Okay, and one eat the other, right? So
yeah.
I don't know if there's a way that you can control the direction of the ball that you send it. But I think randomly it decides its direction. So you can, I think, randomly decide to send it in the same way, and then you have 2 dark balls going.
They just eat each other.
Yeah, I can't remember how you get the direction, but I've seen it done before, actually, by the guy who created the game, which is Hacks.
Hacks?
Oh, I think I may know a way to do it. So
it's
the piece that you send. Oh, you just did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I think I know what you did, but basically, another way to play this game is to figure out whatever it is that you did and try to get like 3 dark balls and as many dark balls going around the circle at the same time. And I think what you did was actually super complex.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but
I can so as you can see, Blinks is very complicated, and at least can get it's not that complicated, but it's very complex if you want to do like really, really crazy stuff. So this is why we don't put this stuff in the rule book. But when people figure it out on their own, you see how like satisfying it is. I actually think one ball is going faster than the other. It might eat the other. But I like just watching the racetrack. Okay, one ball ate the other. So as you can see, like Darkball itself is fun and Darkball crazy, but the open architecture nature of games is, especially if you got like a little cousin who, maybe they're not like super good when it comes to following directions, they just want to mess around. You give them Darkball and you let them mess around with it, and they're having a blast and they don't even know the rules of Darkball, right? And who cares if they don't know the rules if they're having fun, right? And if you're having fun too. So Darkball is one of our newer games. Yo, did you just get 3 dark balls on the course? Yo, okay, so I think Darkball is a good game to end on.
Yeah. Oh no, is it over?
Well, I could teach you if you want an encore. I could do an encore. But I want to be respectful of your time. My favorite game is Astro. Astro is not a game that we can play together because it's like an at least. Astro is best with 4 players. So I could teach you Astro as an encore just so I can explain like why it's my favorite game. But if I was to say, so I think Darkball might be, the more I play Darkball, the more it's starting to compete with Astro for my favorite game. But when this game Alchemash comes out on Tuesday, Alchemash
I'm
might
very
actually
interested
be my
in
new
seeing
favorite
this one.
because obviously we know how great Candy Crush is. So the crazy thing is, you may realize that.
Wait, you may realize what?
That your blinks are not actually touching each other, like.
Yeah, I see it.
But you see how it's still sending dark balls. So blinks, like in the same way that your TV remote can communicate with each other, over distance, blinks can communicate over like maybe like half an inch, but it's not ideal to like just have all your pieces separated by half an inch, because like if you push your table a little bit.
It all makes sense now.
So Darkball is crazy. So Blinks is definitely a social game system in the way that Nintendo Switch is a social game system. But obviously there's still ways to play our games one player. And you're seeing that with Darkball. Darkball, a game that's ideally perfect for like 4 to infinite amount of players, they're having a blast with on the Darkball racetrack just by yourself. You know.
I hate that it eats it. I really like this. I don't know why. I think it's just occupying me. I feel like I can do this and like think.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really dope.
Darkball is crazy. You know, and it's a higher dimensional version of a game. So exciting that these games that people can already grasp and understand for a system that's so new to them is something that we could create on a future.
This is dope.
So I'd be happy to teach abstract.
You know what? I'm actually gonna take a break because I gotta get something to eat.
I definitely
That
awesome.
is most
So
definitely something I need to do.
We ran through a lot of information.
We did.
I think you've been great learning everything. And we only played like how many games did we play? Like Wham, Puzzle, Group Therapy, Flip Bet, and Asher. We only played 5 games, and most of it was me teaching you, right? Most of it was me teaching you the games. Obviously, like if we were actually playing, this stream could go like over 5 hours.
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely.
But me just teaching you 5 of the 18 games that you have took over 2 hours. Because about like 10 of that was you learning, and I think you did great, and I think we had a blast. And 2 of the games that you played, Group Therapy and Darkball, are the newest games that people are getting that are arriving today. I mean, not arriving today, arriving there. We had a lot of packages go out today, and our packages in the American thing, even if not already. I have to follow up with the team on that. But we have new games on Tuesday that we are very proud of. We've gotten some people to make games for us, like Tato, featuring their game called Tiptoe Volcano. So we've had some amazing games, some from some game studios, and we're really excited to share that coming out on Kickstarter Tuesday, October 20th. So this coming Tuesday. For I talked about Alchemax a little bit, but we're really excited about the games that are.
Well, I'm definitely gonna look out for this game on Tuesday. I'm writing it down just so I could remember. But this was really dope. I really appreciate this little collaboration, and now I can put them in the sushi roll.
So let me teach you one more thing. So before you put them in the sushi roll, to put them to sleep without having to wait for 10 minutes, we have this thing called the sleeper hold. So instead of pressing and holding it for 3 seconds, you want them all to be connected and press and hold it for about like 8 seconds, and you put them all to sleep. So let's show the crowd what the sleeper hold is.
Sleeper hold.
You want to press and hold any piece you want for 8 seconds.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I miss them.
So now it's going to be a little annoying because if you click a button,
it's going to turn on.
But then obviously they go back to sleep in like 10 minutes. So you'll get pretty good at it. Like this is what you mean by it's another game putting them in the sushi rolls. So putting them in their sushi rolls and not accidentally clicking a button is definitely another game. Thank you so much for everyone in the chat. The chat has been really active. I'm glad that you all seem to have been following and got a chance to really understand and learn Blanks with Shina, this brand new product that we just launched this year. Thank you so much, Shina, for sharing it with the community.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. And then once you get the flawless from Mortal Kombat and practice a little bit more with Flip Bet, I'd be more than happy to stream again.
Wow.
Once you come correct.
Once you come correct. Rude. Yes, I'm most definitely going to practice on my husband. I'm not going to tell him no instructions or nothing.
We'll see how we go.
Be like, if you don't let me win this game. So now I could just put them wherever. Is there, like, I can store them how I wish? Are they not supposed to be like connected?
Yeah, so you can store them how you wish. I wouldn't put them in like a freezer or something like that. But I haven't had any issues them being around,
put them in a
taking them off
freezer.
and being perfectly fine. There's actually a game called Flip Flop where you're supposed to throw the blinks. And you'll realize pretty soon that the blinks are pretty indestructible. I recommend playing that game on a huge table, or if you have hardwood floors, like playing it on your floor, because you're trying to throw it and aim it at other pieces. I know basketball has been a theme. Why didn't I show you this game? But maybe one day, like that's kind of more like a YouTube video thing, because you need like a huge table, or maybe you might play on a basketball.
Mm-hmm. That's good, because she be raging. Look at you, tell my business. Well, this has been really lovely. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. I am going to definitely get something to eat
Please.
and see if my husband's ready for this. So yeah, I guess that's that.
Thanks so much, Sheena.
Thank you. You have a good rest of your day.
Have a great rest of your day as well, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.